Hey Fred, this is Sally. I wanted to just do a quick video. It's easier for me to just tell you what I like about the Bodybugg than to type it all out. I got one also after Casey talked about her so much, and I was probably about 4 months out, and I thought, I really do want this because for maintenance, this will keep you going to exercise. Is what I was thinking. This is good for now. It'll help me push through even more, but then I'll have it for maintenance. And I have to say, I really think it is a good thing. And the things I like about it, I love about it. And the things that irritated me about it are minor. And once you get that out of your head, you're okay. And here's the scoop on my Bodybugg. I got mine. I probably ended up spending $250 for the whole thing. And it does seem like a lot, but I figured I didn't have to spend money for the gastric bypass because of insurance, so I can pay for this. Um, Plus, it's cheaper than going to the gym, although I also go to the gym. Here's the scoop on the Bodybugg. I love it, in that if you decide how much you say, I want to lose this much, and then there's so many calories in a week, and blah, blah, blah. You set all that up on the computer and plug it in, and that goes into your little armband thing. And it will, and when I've walked enough steps for the day, it says, congratulations, you've reached your goal. When I have done enough exercise that burned fat, because you have to move a little bit, even walking raises my body, whatever, enough so that it's burning. And you reach that by the end of the day. I have to tell you, it's been a while since I had it on, because I'll tell you why in a minute. But all those little goals you set, that is the most motivating thing in the world every single day. You get so into that, you can't live without that little thing. Oh, let me check how far have I done today. It's really great. I think that's awesome. When I would wear it to the gym, the downside was it didn't register near as much my effort level at the gym. It gave me the same kind of effort level from walking the dog, and which in some ways is good, because I know I'll always walk, but I may not always be killing myself sweating buckets at the gym. So if my body is heavy enough so that I still get enough effort just from walking the dog at a halfway decent pace, and I get the same result from the bug, because the bug will measure, from your resting point. If you increase your heart rate or something 3 times from your resting point, then that's exercise to the Bodybugg, or at least moderate exercise. So anyway, I really appreciated that. I appreciated understanding how many calories I burn at night. But if you take it off, it will not record that you burned as many as you did. I wore that thing for a month every night. I started to have a mark on my arm. But I always burned more calories the night I put it on my body than the nights I said, well, let me take a rest. And then it deducted 100 calories from my sleep. I'm thinking, no, that's not right. You should know enough by now. This is what I burn every night, and it should just be automatic, but it's not. So that's one little drawback. The other drawback I have to say is this. I hit a plateau. I did great. The first 2 weeks, 3 weeks of that, I was dropping 3.5, 4 pounds a week. I hadn't done that ever. And I've had a ruin why. So that really pushed me through to another level of loss. And then I hit a plateau. And the plateau made me furious, not about the plateau, but the fact that the Bodybugg, when you put all your info in at the end of the week and you plug it into your computer and it computes everything, and it comes back and says, you ate X number of calories a day, and da-da-da-da. Well, hitting a plateau and not losing and doing the exercise, because your Bodybugg says, I know you did the exercise, here it is, plug it in. It says, you ate 1,400 calories a day. Well, I don't eat 1,400 calories. I was eating maybe 700 calories or 600 calories. The point was, I was at a plateau, and there's no way your Bodybugg understands you're at a plateau, and so it really upset me that it accused me of eating and cheating, which was not true, absolutely not true. And so the woman in me couldn't get over being irritated about it, and so I took it off. So I have not worn it for a couple of months. Now, I've still continued to go down, but I am ready to put it back on. And it came with a 6-month thing, a 6-month online thing. And I did have my first lengthy conversation with a person. And she said, I could email her anytime and she'd respond to me, and I wouldn't have to pay anything else to consult with them. Okay, and you really don't need to consult with them if you know what you're doing generally, which was great. But I think $9.99 a month, if you sign up at like 6 months at a time, is not a lot to utilize if it becomes part of your habitual reform of your life to health and well-being and exercise and eating right. That $10 is $10 well spent. It's $10 a week to go to a Weight Watchers meeting. And we don't have meetings to pay to go to. So $10 a month for Bodybugg access to be able to... now here's the other downside. It's kind of a drag getting the food part down, but I eat the same thing all the time, so I could get my own little things I ate all the time in without it being a big deal. But it is kind of a pain. They don't have as big a list of foods as some others, and I do have a little tip, which I can probably lay my hands on how to put in, if you know, I know the calorie count on this item, but it's not listed, I will just make up a food name and give it a calorie count. There is a technique around that little glitch in their system. That's not an easy thing to figure out either. But other than that doesn't understand a plateau and it makes you feel like you're lying, which really made me mad, I think it's a great thing. This thing alone on the arm every day is your little buddy, keeping you focused. I couldn't wait every day to see. It's like getting that gold star in first grade. Bump on the forehead every day. I found it to be a great encouragement. And whether I walked and got to my goal easily from walking the dog a couple of hours a day or an hour a day, and the walking, it was great. I really think it's worth it, especially if it's something that changes your whole life. Sort of like the band or the small stomach changes one part of your life. This changes, I keep putting my arm because I feel like it's permanently there, changes the other part of your life. And you can become really focused and have that ingrained in you by the time all is said and done. So I think it's a thumbs up for the Bodybugg. I don't know about the other one to compare, but I think it's worth the $10 a month. I hope that helps. Take it easy. Bye.